Welcome to the live stream. This is a solo live stream. Welcome to the live stream. And this is a solo live stream. Oops, I got a little echo going on there. All right, got that fixed. Hello, Dave. 1909. Surely you were not born in 1909. So I'm sure there's some other relevance to that number scheme. Okay, well, we are going to get started right away, or maybe I should. There we go. Hey, RJ, welcome back. I don't know why it YouTube didn't like you saying good day, everyone, because that seems pretty innocuous to me. Anywho, so we're going to get started. We are in Seattle, which is where we left off in the last solo live stream. I forget what day that was. I think that was Friday. Yesterday. Oh, macro on Stream Deck. Maybe. I don't know. That could be. Okay. Well, anywho, like I said, we left off in, hey, JJ, man, in Seattle at the Union Pacific Yard near the port. Well, after I made that delivery and after I ended the live stream last night, I drove down to the Love's truck stop at the port of Tacoma, where I fueled up, got a 10-hour break, and I'm ready to start the day. Well, I've got a new load booked. Trucker King. Yep, there it goes. Again. So let's see. Yes. Hey, Trucker King. I probably should get you in the Discord, but I don't even have Discord set up. Hey, Pilot Bro, welcome back. All right, I'm going to get things rocking and rolling here. Okay. So, we are at the port. I've already booked a load. I've already backed into the spot to get loaded. So all I got to do is hit the button to get loaded. It's not waste paper this time. Lumber. We're going to haul some lumber. And we've got 46,000 pounds of lumber, so we actually do need our extra axles for this load. Let me, oops, I need that. This is the way it was. Do that, okay. All right. I don't have Trucker King. I don't have Discord. You know what? I can fire it up quick, and we can just hop into a voice channel. Bear with us a moment, folks. Trucker King is going to connect with me. Let's see here. Trucker King, if you just hop into Convoy Voice 2, where you see me, and I'll move us down to the live Convoy voice. The magic of Discord. Anyway, we've got a load of lumber that we're going to haul down to Bend, Oregon. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, mic check, mic check. You're muted.
And I'm not hearing you. Hold on a second.
I can hear you now.
Oh, now I can.
You were muted when you first came in.
Yep. I'm looking for my earbuds real quick, so bear with me.
Okay, well, we're all set, and I'm going to get back in the game. RJ says she can hear us both. Awesome. All right. So, map. And I know I'll probably have to show this to Adam again when he shows up, but that's okay. So we are in Seattle, Washington. We're going to roll down Interstate 5 through Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon, past Salem, and then we're going to pick up US Highway 20 over to Bend. Not a very long run. We'll pick up something else when we get there. I'm not doing another 3-hour live stream, folks. I can't handle another one. My backside is kind of spent. All right. Yes, this is a heavy load. 46,000 pounds of lumber. We've got a full clock, full fuel tanks, and it's 7:24 in the morning.
Turn right.
Whoa! I just crashed to the desktop. For some unknown reason. I hope that doesn't happen again. Well, we're supposed to stop there, but I'm not. But I will stop here.
Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
Wrecker King, did you work today?
Yes, I did. I actually just got home about an hour ago.
Wow.
Stay
I-
right.
I don't know why I thought that, but for some reason I was thinking you worked today.
That's why I missed your earlier one.
Oh.
All these new dash cams inside and out on our trucks, we can't even touch our phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. I mean, I get it, but gee whiz.
They're so sophisticated now that if I even go to reach for my phone, it actually yells at me saying distracted driving.
Nothing like having Big Brother sitting right on your shoulder.
Yeah, I was scratching my eye the other day and it said I was falling asleep.
Wow. Yeah, there is no way I could go work for some big company like that. Or even a small company if that's what it is.
Yeah, I just work for Goodwill of Western New York here in Buffalo. And there's only 3 drivers, including myself.
And that's the stuff you got to put up with?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, no wonder there's a driver shortage. That's just one of the reasons.
Yeah. That we're a touch-free company, but they
Stay left.
pay us Class B, no touch freight wages.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
So an example would be no touches. You don't. It's like over the road. You just back into a dock. They unload you.
Right.
Touch freight is I'm loading and unloading the trailers and trucks, even at the warehouse, not just at the drop-off point. And the wages that they're paying us out here in New York is about what a Class B box truck driver would get paid. That just has to drive. So I'm real close to, you know, saying goodbye to them.
Yeah. So let me make sure I understood. Do you have to load and unload?
Yes.
What you're getting paid
Stay left.
a rate at which as if you were not.
Yeah. We're about, if I had to say, the average is probably about $6 an hour under what we should be.
Wow.
And their excuse all the time is because they're non-for-profit, so they really can't afford to pay us that.
Well then, well, I don't want to get in all in their business, but yeah, that's a
Stay
problem.
left.
Yep. Especially when they're all driving around in like Mercedes and Lexus.
Ha.
I know the big wigs are making 6 figures, of, you know, high 6 figures, but they don't want to give us anything. And I think it's because the people they got running this part of the operation don't know anything. Don't realize that if all 3 of us decide to say see ya, they'll be screwed. Because I started 2 years ago, we had 5 drivers. So we were, you know, 8 to 9 hour shifts. And now it's to the point where there's 3 of us and I'm doing 12 to 14 hour shifts. And then they get funny with the overtime too. It's not, you know, after 8 hours, it's after 40. But they'll also, because it's bi-weekly, if you don't watch them, if, you know, say the first week of the pay period, you put in, you know, say 48 hours, but the following week you were a couple hours under 40, you won't get that 8 hours of overtime from the week before.
Yeah, that's I don't. Well, it shouldn't be legal even.
I don't think it is. That's why I said, like, if you don't watch them,
Yeah.
they'll try to get away with it.
Well, that sounds like some of the nonsense I got tired of at the place that I was working at part-time. I mean, I'm still technically on board, but I haven't driven in probably 3 weeks. I just, you know, they talked me into staying available.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were okay with paying. I mean, you know, if I got well, I almost never got overtime. If I got overtime, I'd get cranky. But if I did get overtime, I got paid. There was never any question about that. But they would work me 10, 12, 14 hours a day, as I'm sure you've heard me complain about several times.
Yep.
And
Your
I
full-time, part-time job.
Right. And I finally just had to draw a line. I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore. And then, you know, they worked with me, but I'm like, you know, this isn't working out. So I gave my 2 weeks notice, and by the time I was done, I worked it all out, I mean, through the end, and they still wanted me to stay, but they haven't called me back, and I'm okay with that. I wouldn't mind, you know, earning a few more bucks over the course of the month, but I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of done driving. Okay, speaking of driving, Not done driving. I am driving. I'm almost done driving in Washington. See? Trucker talk.
Stay
We
back.
get to talking and swapping stories and griping and not without good reason, but yeah. Yeah, JJ Man said it right. I'd quit tomorrow. Just being honest. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a thing you got to think about.
RJ just said working those hours, the work-life balance is non-existent, and
Right.
the drivers will burn out very quickly. That's a fact.
Yep.
What's life? I only know work.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't mind. I would work, 60, 70, 80 hours a week if the project called for it. I was in a different industry then. I didn't mind.
I mean, when I started doing local driving, I mean, your average company, they wanted you to work your 14-hour clock every day, and it would usually be 6 days a week. But when you're not having to do a physical load and unload yourself too, you won't burn out as quickly.
Right.
It's just driving. It's like driving over the road. Just
Yeah.
home every night.
And I was fortunate. I didn't have to load and unload with this job. It was just driving. But I sat around a lot at the convention center.
My first local job was hauling. I've talked about it in the comments before, doing 8,500 and 10,000 gallon water tankers. So, but the only loading aspect of that was hooking the hose to the tank and just sitting there waiting for the pump to fill it. And that was guaranteed 20 hours of overtime a week. I didn't mind that, and I worked at night, which I didn't mind either.
Well, I see
Less
Adam's in the
traffic.
chat. Speaking of traffic, I was going to dial up the traffic, and I forgot. Because it's really light, and this is Portland. But I can't do it right now. I can't do it while I'm moving. Adam, I picked up this load at the same place I delivered last night at the Union Pacific Yard at the Port of Seattle. We are headed for Bend, Oregon. It's a load of lumber. £46,000 of lumber.
Stay
So
back.
Now, if only a flatbed actually looked that neat in real life.
Yeah. One of the early videos I did on my channel was of a drive through here, the exact drive we're doing right now. And I drove through it at 50 to 55 miles an hour. But then in the editing process, I sped it up 4 times. A lot of my videos, I'll do that. I'll speed up the action 4 times if it's just nothing but driving. So basically, I was driving through this whole area at 200 miles an hour, effectively. So it's actually kind of impressive. If you are so inclined to search my channel and search it for 200 mile an hour through port, I don't remember what it is. Just search for 200 on my channel. It might be like MPH or something, but anyway. It's an interesting effect driving through here. And that was with traffic. Unlike now, where there's no traffic. Which, by the way, I'm going to dial up. Dial it up to 50%. You'll start to notice a change pretty quickly.
Man's asking if you want to get out of the trucking industry.
Yeah, I mean, I essentially am. Unless they call me back to work, you know, some future convention, whatever, I'm essentially done. I say that I'm semi-retired, or semi-retired, whichever. I still miss it. I don't miss that necessarily, but I miss the over-the-road stuff. Especially when I'm working on one of my daily video blogs from 2018. I miss that.
Stay left.
I don't miss some of the nasty weather. There's a little bit of nasty weather that I was referring to in the next video that's coming up Thursday. So you get an idea of what I mean. Alright, so we need to get south of Salem, and then we're going to turn east. Do I have wear on my tires? 2% already. Well, we'll let it go for a bit. Now, didn't we just drive this way in the last live stream? Oh, we started out south of here. That's right. Between Salem and Eugene.
Stay right, and then exit right.
But here, we're getting off, well, here.
Exit right. Get ready to turn right.
So they say once you get into trucking, you get hooked, the diesel starts going through your veins and you can't get it out.
Yeah. There's a lot of truth to that.
What is this? Diesel simulations. For me, I have found 1.5 on traffic is best. It gives you traffic time to build overtime.
Well, I think 1 is pretty high.
Go straight.
Although, currently it's at 0.5. And this is not bad. I've been running at 0.2 lately. But so often, traffic at 100% is just not fun.
you gonna put your other webcam back up to show your shifting?
You know, I was thinking about that earlier, and I was thinking, should I, or should I just not worry about it? And I kind of left it in there. I didn't make any decision other than to do nothing. People asking?
No, I seen your arm moving it and hearing the shifting, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he say that he was talking about putting that back?
Yeah, I had that mental conversation with myself earlier today. And then I saw a bunny. May as well enjoy some of the scenery.
Take my hazmat test next week.
Yeah? Feel like you're ready for it?
Yeah, I've been taking practice once online. Not much actually really has changed since I've had it. I had it when I got my license in 2013, but let it lapse because 5 cents a mile more wasn't really worth paying the upkeep on it.
Yeah.
But I've talked to you about that Flying J job and the salary that's worth it. I mean, that's gonna be, I think, over 40,000 a year more.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
So what about the hassles you're talking about now? I mean, you think they're gonna have that same nonsense as far as,
I don't know,
you know, the safety features in the trucks?
Yeah, I mean, they probably will. The Flying J's not far from my house, and they usually leave the truck parked outside, right in front, advertising, you know, the company. And I don't see any of that on the dash. I mean, they got newer trucks that have all the new, you know, brake assist and adaptive cruise and blind spot monitoring, but I don't see the monitor up there that like what we have. Because that's all ours is a dash cam with E-log capability, with also keeps track of the drivers. Like the app that I use, it's Samsara. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
But
Stay right.
it actually gives you a safety score for daily, weekly, and monthly. And like right now I'm at like a 92.
Well, that's good.
But that, you know, I get points off if you hit the brakes too hard. Even if you had to hit the brakes because some guy cut you off.
Yeah.
It'll say harsh event detected. Let's see.
Yeah, I had that stuff in my truck when I was a contractor with Schneider. I hated that, but you know, it was based on their insurance. That was their justification for it. I was under their insurance. So they were really anal about keeping that cost low. And I get it, but you know, it's a real hassle to get a message or say, yeah, call me about this braking event.
Stay left.
Yep.
Then turn right.
I hit the brakes.
Lee said, "Greetings, Boomer. How are you?"
Hey, Lee.
Turn left.
Oh, now they're, because New York State has that 5-minute idle law, and
Yeah.
now they're getting on us about that. I have to actually shut my truck off when I do a drop and hook.
Oh,
Yeah. And I asked the safety guy that's doing all this, I said, when's the last time you've actually heard of someone getting that EPA ticket for idling over 5 minutes here in New York?
never.
Because I haven't.
Same thing in California.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't let my truck idle all night because there's just no good reason to. Let's add an APU. But I wouldn't want to deal with that hassle. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not in the, you know, I'm too old and cranky and cantankerous to be dealing with that nonsense. Yes,
Stay right. Then turn
kind of how a lot of people are about electronic logs. I know Wolf and I have had that discussion. I don't mind e-logs myself, but that's because I don't like paperwork.
You and me both.
And I didn't have much of a problem with the hours restrictions, except if I run into a tight situation.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Lee is asking if she or he can ask you a question.
Sure, but I have a question for Lee, and that question is, did Pilot Bro help you get your mod situation sorted out?
Arrived at your destination.
But I need to focus on making my delivery right now. There we go. Ah.
Okay, RJ said, sadly, I have to leave and get things done. Hopefully, I'll be back soon. Take care out there, guys.
Thanks for stopping by, RJ. Hope you can make it back before we're done. Or for the next time, which is tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow morning, my time.
It is? Oh, yeah, it's Sunday already.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see. What does our clock look like? 5 hours. I think I need to just go find a place to park for the night. I don't think I need fuel, but I need to get some rest. There's a place right here. There's a garage right there. There's a place up here. Oh, I know where that's a gas station. I know where that place is. But this is closer. We'll just go here. Yes, Adam, we are going to do another load. You know what? I don't need those.
Turn right.
Stupid dog.
Is there a dog in the chat? Or did I run over one?
I think you'd get more than a bark yelp.
Huh.
Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
Pingyon O'Brien. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I see you're still playing ATS.
Oh yeah.
And
Thanks.
I am going to apologize ahead of time if I butcher anybody's name. That is one of my weak points.
Mine too.
Okay, to answer your question to Lee, I did only one for now. I will
have
do
arrived at
rest
your
of them
destination.
tomorrow if that's okay
Sure.
with you, Boomer.
Yeah, whatever works for you. Whoop. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I don't know what I was looking for, but it wasn't this. But this works.
I know, not mods for ATS, but I was trying to get myself set up so that I can play Farm Sim with Viking, and now I'm up to over 120 mods on my Farming Sim.
Was that you or Lee?
No, me.
Oh, okay.
I was doing that last night. I spent probably 3 hours downloading mods.
120 mods?
Yes.
Wow, that seems excessive. But then
It
again,
is.
I don't know about the game.
But I'm actually surprised because I don't have a next gen system. I still have like one of the original Xbox One, so I wasn't sure it was gonna work. But I also didn't know that you could crossplay this either. So like even someone that's on PC can play with me on Xbox.
Huh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we just got our 10-hour break and we're going to look for a new load. Out of Bend. Ooh, I've not been to Burlington. That's a long way. That's a bit much for me tonight. Bakersfield. I could do that. Santa Cruz, where's that? Nah. This is all I-5 though. Ooh, Elko. I'm in Elko. That's a scenic route. I think I like this. It's a nice scenic route. And it's got 14 and a half hours on it. Good. We're all good. So what is he at? Wait. Thor. Thor, I wanted to get back with you on something when you have some time in the Discord. So Lee, what is Lee asking? I don't, it sounds like.
Nah, it's a miscommunication.
Okay.
I think Adam thought that when I said the 120, that is what Lee did. So.
Oh, no, I meant what Lee was saying. What I was trying to ask was that is Trucker Games.
Oh, she's at, or he, I keep saying she, I'm sorry. Asking if Trucker Games DM Jude.
Last month, we did have an exchange last month, but that was between Trucker Games and myself. Lee, I don't see. I'm confused by what you said. I did not do it. You are blaming me. You are disrespecting me. I'm not blaming you for anything. I'm not disrespecting you for anything.
Now, if you look up, it says by Adam. It says Lee. I think that's too many mods you downloaded. So I caused this. I'm sorry. By talking about something off of ATS, there's a misunderstanding. Okay. So I'm trying to clear it up right now.
All right, we'll leave it at that. I am. Oh, I did book a load, didn't I? I got confused. Oh, we're going right back to Home Depot to get it. Well, I know the way.
I'm also trying to find your 200-mile-an-hour video, but you just got too many videos to scroll through.
Stay right.
Well, if you do no, yeah, I wouldn't scroll through them. I've got over 350 videos. No, if you go up to on any of my pages, like homepage or whatever, there's a search icon. If you click on that,
yeah,
and then just type like Portland or 200 Portland. Am I hung up? I am hung up.
Finding new routes. Reroute. Recomputing. Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Jeez. I really don't like those AI drivers doing that.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, looks like we might have a blind side back to do here. Maybe.
Paul Lansford, hello everybody.
Hey there, Paul Lansford. Lancy. Yeah, that's not going to be a blind side back. I'm going to have to turn around. I should have turned around back at the entrance. Oh, I forgot to turn my flashers on again. Yeah, I need to fix this setup. I have made this harder than it needs to be. But I think I've got it now. There we go. Okay.
Where did I leave off? Thor. Okay, 10-4, I can find time soon. We almost finished installing mom and dad in the new flat. JJ Man's asking if it's a requirement to turn your flashers on when you arrive at a shipper or receiver.
No, not a requirement unless it's posted as such. Some places do. However, it is a common industry practice when you're at a shipper or receiver or a truck stop to turn on your flashers either while you're maneuvering around the yard or while you're maneuvering into a parking space. That way people know that's what you're doing at a truck stop.
Right. Ryan, big fan of your content. First time catching you live. Question, what engine sound are you running? Sounds great.
Well, thanks. The engine sounds, all my mods are in the description below. It's the Kriechbaum engine sound mod. That's the short answer. But that's not the engine that I'm using. I'm using a engine from the JC Amateur engine pack.
Pilot Bros back.
You didn't miss much, Pilot. I don't remember when you left, so.
Mark Simmons says hi.
Hey, Mark. Where's that at? Oh, there he is. Yes. Hi. Welcome to the live stream.
Rob said, did hear you breaking your own rule again about talking to the AI.
Twice. At least twice. That was in the last live stream, not this one. But I was in a convoy, so yeah. All right, so let's talk about this load. It's another load of lumber. And we are taking it from Bend, Oregon. Oops, here we go. From Bend, Oregon, east through Burns. This route between Burns and Winnemucca is one of my favorite drives. One of my other most favorite drives is between Winnemucca and Ontario, or Nampa. And the reason for that is just so desolate, so open, just nothing but cattle and grazing lands. Hardly any cars, you know, all well and good till you break down and you got no cell phone coverage. That's one of the problems in this part of the state, by the way. Okay. All right. Hey, Darren. I am getting ready to roll. How heavy is this load? 46,000 pounds. Maybe we should have just took that other load. I bet it's the same lumber. We dropped it off on the back side of the building. They unloaded it, brought it to this side, and loaded it on the trailer again. I'll bet you that's what happened. And now we're taking it to, where did I say we're going? Bakersfield. Did say that, right? Did I show the map? Oh, no, we're going to Elko, my bad. Elko, Nevada. A distance of 474 miles.
Turn right.
Oops. Turn those off.
Adam's asking if other trailers come with a rear steering axle.
Not many in the US, as far as I know. This is the only trailer with a steering axle I've ever driven or pulled.
Stay right, then turn right.
Yeah, the tankers I hauled, the steering axle was in the front.
For the trailer or for the
For the trailer, yeah, it was a tri and quad axle tankers, and it was only the front axle that was the front drop axle was a steer axle.
Really?
The back, yeah, the back axle was just an extra axle. Yeah.
Huh.
Joseph Davidson, hi Boomer in chat.
Hey Joseph, welcome to the stream.
Thor saying my new favorite road is the Mountain Dirt Road near Thompson Falls.
That is really something.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Got a green arrow already.
So Boomer, do I sound a little bit better than normal right now?
Define normal.
Before you kind of heard like an echo or a high pitch squeak. Because I switched. I'm not using my AirPod Pros anymore. I'm using my Blue Parrot headset.
Oh. No, you sound fine. Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't charge my laptop anymore. The puppy decided to eat the cord.
Oh. Well, no, you sound really good.
Yeah. I figured I'd try this. One of the guys I follow on YouTube, when he does his lives when he's on the road, he uses his headset and he was actually coming in pretty good. So I'm like, I'll try this.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is there was a couple of times you vortexed a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. But, I mean, you're not now, and you sound really good. So you're using a Blue Parrot?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that got noise cancellation on it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I forgot which one is this? Let me see.
I've got a Blue Tiger headset that I just love, but it's, you know, it's about 5 years old at least, probably 5.5 years old, and it's starting to have some issues. But when it's not having issues, it sounds awesome. People can't hear any of the sounds, in any truck noise or anything. So noise cancellation is the way to go.
Yeah, it definitely is. The same thing with this. You know, you could drive with the window down and you don't hear any outside noise.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm not even sure mine's that good.
One of the main reasons why I grabbed this one is that it has a 100-yard distance on it, so I can keep my phone in the cab.
Really?
And still walk all the way back to the end of the trailer and still get reception with it. Yep.
I would routinely lose reception at the back of the trailer.
Yeah. And I'd say about, I only charge this maybe once a week.
Yeah, actually mine lasts a couple of weeks still after like 5 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're good headsets. Blue Parrot, Blue Tiger, real good. The thing I didn't like about the Blue Parrot, I mean, I had one years ago. The only thing I didn't like about it was kind of bulky.
Yep.
Compared to the Blue Tiger.
Yeah, the one I have is, mine's like, I think only one tier down from the top one that they have.
Okay.
I think I have the 550, not the 450.
Oh, I don't know the models or anything.
Yeah, like I said, when I was looking at them, the first one I had was that real cheesy, cheap one that I got out of the US Express store, you know, that they actually paid for because before I finished paying for it, I quit.
Oh.
And they never billed me for it.
Go straight.
Yeah, we all start with a cheap one.
But I loved it, and then I was looking at the truck. Flying J ran a special on them. I think I got this almost 2 years ago now. And I don't even think I paid $100 for it, and it's usually like 200.
Oh yeah, that is a good deal. I think my Blue Tiger, when I got it, was over 3. I mean, I got it on sale. I think it was over 3. It was definitely over 250 anyway. But, I mean, it's not the first one I've had. They do wear out from constant use, moving the boom mic up and down. Actually, I got mine right here. Because I use it all the time.
Yep. XLT Gaming, how are you, Boomer in chat?
Hey,
Boomer,
XLT.
I got the news. The fire didn't destroy my PC. I cleaned it out today after work and it started.
That's outstanding. I mean, you know, it sucks that you were in a fire, but...
That's one hell of a tower.
Yeah. Adam was asking something about Nevada.
Is there anything to do north of I-80 Nevada? I think there is nothing but mountains and desert.
Yep, pretty much. You got fishing. I mean, there are some fishing holes. Hunting. But it's mostly just grazing. Desert, mountains. Yeah. And we're going to see a little bit of that. There's a lot of ranches.
XLT's saying still will be a while before I can play any game, but he's happy.
Yeah, I would be too. That's good news.
So, speaking of computers, I'm hoping either next weekend or 3 weeks from now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Next weekend or 3 weeks? That's quite a difference.
Bi-weekly pay.
Oh.
So it's they get fishy with the bonus. Like, it's gotta be, if it's not exactly the 4th week, or I forgot how many days they do, so they're not gonna give it to us a day or two early, but they'll give it to us a week and a half late.
Yeah, that figures. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yep. So, but I need that. I just got a cheap fix idea with my car. The main issue is my fuel tank's leaking like a sieve, but it's not like falling apart. And someone told me that you can buy bladders for them cheap.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense, though.
So
What about...
that'll save me a lot of money.
Yeah. Isn't there some kind of a sealant you can apply if you know where the hole is? Or the leak?
I tried.
Oh.
I even tried, I tried JB Weld, and I even tried, that, Flex Steel tape. I don't want to spray the foam in it because I don't want the foam going into the fuel tank.
Right.
But, you know, it's still, I think I got to look online. I'm going to when we're done here. He said, Amazon should have them.
Is this a hole that you've identified? Like on the bottom of the tank or something?
No, it's, so the top and the bottom part of the tank where they meet, that weld where they meet.
Oh, the seal.
Cracked.
Oh.
So if I go above a half a tank, it leaks.
Or if you slosh.
Yep. And because that there's a hole in the tank, I'm getting that check engine light for a vapor leak.
Right.
So, but I'm not worried about tires either. I got an old Camry with small wheels, so the tires are cheap. So might be able to get the steering wheel after all with the computer.
Oh,
Trying
that'd
to
be
do everything
nice.
at once. Yeah. The sim. Hello, fellas. You driving on your own, Boomer?
Yes, I am. But I got Trucker King riding shotgun with me.
Rob just said, I'm guessing to me, he's like, but he sawed the boat in half and used flex tape to fix it.
Yeah. Well, it was on TV, so it must be true.
Yep. And then Adam was just, it's like, I'm not from Western New York, or Western U.S., I am from the New York metropolitan area. Then Master Drama says hi.
Hey there, Master Drama. Weren't you in the last live stream as well?
Go straight.
This is Burns. I like this area. So Adam, have you always lived in the metropolitan area, or metropolitan New York City area? Or should it be the New York metropolitan area? And have you ever got out west?
Go straight.
Adam said I am from the Bergen County area of New Jersey.
So, for someone from the West Coast like myself, that New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, to before I got out there as a trucker, to me that was all one big conglomerated area of stuff. Businesses, homes, skyscrapers. Yeah, I had some misconceptions about the area. I was surprised when I got into New Jersey the first time as a trucker. I was surprised that they had trees. I just had this vision that there were no trees there on the East Coast.
That's what I deal with when I tell people I'm from New York. They all think I'm from the city and not Western New York.
Yeah, big difference. Before I got into trucking, the only time I'd ever been to that area was at the Newark airport as I was passing through.
Trying to think. I think before I started driving, the only states I was in was Florida, Delaware, Nevada, Utah.
Well, Florida's pretty different than on the other states.
Yeah.
I mean, those other states.
I mean, Delaware, that whole DC area is just kind of like the rest of the Northeast.
Yeah, I hated driving the Beltway as a trucker. If I never go back there in any capacity, I'll be fine. I mean, I went back there in 2010, not as a trucker, this was before I started driving truck. I went out there to just tour DC. That was neat.
Okay, Adam said he's been to the West, LA, San Francisco, Denver, and the Grand Canyon.
Okay, of those four, only one counts, and that's the Grand Canyon. LA and San Francisco are not the West. They're the West Coast. But to me, they're just like, almost like New York City.
Yep.
Or Seattle. Like, I grew up in the Seattle area, so they're a lot like that to me. This is the West. Right here.
See, I like out by you. I like Nevada, Utah, Colorado. I like. I mean, you're still a little flat in some areas, but I got an uncle that lives in Utah, and I just fell in love with the state.
Yeah, Utah's gorgeous, but I'm surrounded by mountains. Not like Utah mountains, but there are mountains. Not every direction, but north, south, west, southeast, and way out west. And they get snow on them a little bit in the winter. But I love this. There's no people. If I could be out here and have internet and UPS delivery, I'd be in heaven. I've looked at some property a couple of times when, you know, in Kentucky, because I had family there. And my sister would send me something on Zillow, and I'd look at it and I'm like, I could see the neighbor's house. That doesn't work for me. I'm not saying I would do this, but I need to have a place where I can just stand on the porch and pee and not worry about the neighbors seeing. That's my idea of a...
That's how I grew up.
Yeah. Now, even though I did grow up in the Seattle metropolitan area until I was, I don't know, 6th grade, 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. Then we lived a little bit more rural up north.
Let's see, the last time I was out in Washington State, I was stranded in Blaney, Washington during a holiday weekend when I was driving. I crossed the I-5 bridge 20 minutes before it collapsed back in 2013.
What bridge? Oh! Over the Skagit River?
Yep.
Oh my
that
God.
Oversized load took it out.
Yeah. I remember that. I wasn't there. I was over the road.
Yep.
But that bridge, I mean, that was only like max 3 miles from my home where I lived when I was in high school.
Turn right.
So yeah, that was very familiar with that area.
I just remember I was so stressed out. You know, I just started driving. I was with US Express. And we're just sitting because it was a holiday weekend when it happened, so they couldn't get anyone out there to reroute us. And you're not moving, you're not earning. You're not making any money. So I'm on my phone looking for flight tickets home, and I'm like, I'm done with this.
Wow.
But I you know, sucked it up, stayed for a couple more months with them, and then when a local job opened up, I snatched that. That's where I got into hauling the tri and quad axle tankers, which gave me, I mean, technically heavy haul experience, because I was grossing out at like 130,000.
Yeah.
And no baffled tankers, so you got that slosh effect.
Wow. I thought they all had baffles.
Not food grade.
Oh.
Mainly because, say you're hauling dairy, it's sloshing through those baffles, you're gonna create cream. Butter.
Right.
So they don't put baffles in food grade. And we weren't permitted to actually fully fill the 10,000 gallon. So we were always stuck with a slosh with that. You'd have to stop about 10 feet before the stop sign so that when you got that slosh forward, you had enough room to not go through the intersection.
Wow. Things you got to think about.
Rob said TMI. I'm guessing he's talking about peeing out the, you know, your back door. And Adam's like, just go behind the shrubs and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, this is Southeast Oregon. And it really does look like this. Everybody thinks of Oregon and Washington as lush and green, and it is on the western side of the state. But over here, on the eastern 2/3, it looks like this. Well, anywhere it's not irrigated. A lot of Washington is irrigated. There's a few parts of Oregon that are as well.
RJ's back.
Welcome back, RJ. We are in southeast Oregon. We are about to cross into Nevada, northern Nevada. This town right here, McDermott, straddles the state line. Part of it is in Nevada, part of it is in Oregon. This is actually tribal land here, outside the city limits. Maybe even inside, I don't know. Look. Like we got us the heavy tanker. Yeah, this kind of stuff happens too. Get stuck behind slow-moving trucks. Then you lose all your momentum and you're a slow-moving truck now. You know, now that I think about it, Adam, Nevada, south of Interstate 80, there's not much either. It looks about the same. There's more fishing and hunting, I think. But you do have some more civilization, like Tonopah with its clown hotel. And a few other things.
Every time I hear I-80, I always think of the truck stop.
Yeah. Iowa 80.
Never got to stop.
Oh,
Always
really?
had to drive by. Yep, always had to drive by because we were always running late.
That's a great truck stop.
I did get to see its baby sister down in
Joplin? Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I told you the story about being stuck in Joplin with the Twister. That's where I was.
Okay. I have some video that I shot out the windshield. I was riding shotgun with my friend through Joplin, and we had to make a delivery in Joplin. And it was after that tornado had gone through, like a couple of weeks or something. Still a lot of devastation. It was sad. So, you were there during it?
It didn't hit Joplin. This was that big F5 that hit Kansas City.
Oh.
In 13. And that's where we were heading. This was that, that other
Oh.
driver that they made me team with wanted to go storm chasing in an empty dry van.
Okay, that's not smart.
No, I jumped out of the truck while he tried taking off with me in it.
Crazy.
And then he flipped the truck. I was watching the news in the hotel room that US put me in, and I seen our number on the side of the truck as it drove by the newscast camera and just flipped over on its side. So
Well,
that's what really made me leave that company, was how they handled that situation.
Really?
Yep. I got cussed out by the night dispatcher.
Well, it sounds to me like you did the right thing.
Yep. I gave them some ridiculous demands to stay, but I already had the local job lined up. So they paid me to get my home time, took a load up to Buffalo, and then they paid me to bring the truck back. So I didn't get an abandonment truck on my record.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, this tornado that I was referring to, we rolled through there in 2011. And it was sometime shortly after that tornado had gone through Joplin and tore it up. I also remember seeing one, trying to think, it had to be 2013-ish. Tornado went through Dallas.
There was a lot of big tornadoes in 13.
Turn left.
That must have been what this was then, because it hit Dallas, and it went through. Oh, this is our turn. I know it went through the Schneider terminal, because when I watched the video of it, I could see all these orange trailers flying up in the air. I don't know if I was with Schneider yet at that point. Because I joined them in like December of 2013. But I remember that video. It was crazy. Orange trailers flying through the air.
Adam's saying in New York, you got the city, the Hudson Valley, upstate, the Catskills, the Adirondacks, the Finger Lake region, the Lake Erie region, and the southern tier, and the border.
Turn right.
Yeah, there's a lot of different parts of New York. I didn't know that until I started going out there as a trucker.
Turn right.
And, like, I didn't care for the metropolitan area, but most of the rest of the state I thought was just beautiful. And I didn't mind going to upstate New York, except for Buffalo. I didn't much care for that, just because it was a built-up area. As long as I stayed on the freeway when I went through.
The Buffalo City streets is what I deal with every day. And it's...
Well, it's probably about the same as Vegas. Maybe not even as bad as Vegas.
No, I have to admit, when it comes to like heavy traffic, Buffalo gets a bad rep, but only from people that have never left Buffalo.
Turn left.
So it's the local Sukup lane?
Yeah. Like our rush hour is only for maybe, you might have to deal with 5 miles of traffic. That's about it for the rush hour zone.
Wow.
If that.
That's nothing.
And it's only because of the merging from like the 190 to the 90, the 290 to the 90, because no one out here knows how to merge.
So Adam, I may have told you before, the most driving I've done in the metropolitan New York City area is the Cross Bronx Expressway and the George Washington Bridge, and that's enough for me. And I learned that
it's over $100 to go over the GW now in a truck.
Is it? I think it was 75 when I went. Last time I went over.
raised it within the last couple of years. But they raised all our tolls.
Yeah.
In my car, I have to pay,
No straight.
I think it's $1.50 just to go 30 miles on the toll part of the 90. Because once you get into Buffalo, the Buffalo area itself is a non-toll part of the 90. Once you get out of Buffalo and start heading towards Erie, it goes back into a toll zone.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm trying to look for something else. $3 a day in tolls plus the fuel costs, which are starting to slowly go down. I'm still over $4. I'm averaging like $4.40 a gallon right now for unleaded.
God, I wish we had it that cheap. I think it's dropped. Yeah, it's dropped below 5.
Oh yeah, you guys out west had it bad.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be worse. Could be in Cali.
Oh yeah.
Diesel out here is starting to go down too. We were over 6 a gallon for diesel. Now we're in like the mid $5 range.
Yeah, it was over 6 here for a bit. I don't know what it is now because I haven't had to buy any in a while.
No, that is one nice thing about where I work is I don't have to fuel. I just go to whatever leasing company the truck that we got is from, and they fill it for us.
Okay. So like Penske or something?
Yeah, we use Penske, AIM, and Ryder.
Alright. Yeah, I used to work for Penske, and I moved a lot of their box trucks, but I also shuttled tractors, usually day cabs, sometimes sleepers. In fact,
Actually, the day cab I'm running now is a Penske.
okay. Yeah, we had, every once in a while, they'd fly me up to Denver to go recover a truck from up there and bring it back to Vegas. Or I'd drive one down to Southern California and drive something else back.
Wouldn't mind doing something like that. I did a couple of recoveries for US Express when my truck was in the shop. You know, hop up, get a ride for someone leaving out towards where the truck was and pick the truck up and bring it back. The only thing that sucked was a lot of these guys, when they're abandoning their trucks, they destroy them.
Oh yeah. I recovered one when I worked at Central, refrigerated. That was the first thing I did after my training. They flew me up to Billings, Montana to recover a truck, and he didn't abandon it. The truck broke down, and so it was at the dealer or shop or whatever, and I had to go get it, and it was just a mess. This guy was a pig. Plus he had left one of them big old mugs of sody water
Then exit right.
with, you know, one of them big thermal ones that
Yep.
holds like a half a gallon of Coke,
Exit right.
Yep, I have one of those.
and with the plastic straw that comes with it.
Yep.
Anyway, he left this thing in there, and
Turn
I don't know how full he left it, but it was enough that when it froze, the liquid shot up through the straw all over the upholstery of the passenger seat and the floor. What a mess. Plus, you know, his dirty clothes and his underwear and stuff were all scattered around in the back. Oh my god, it was horrible. And I had to drive that back to, I had to drive it to Burley, Idaho to pick up a load. I deadheaded. It's like 400 or 500 miles.
Get ready to turn right.
Pick up a load in Burley and then bring that back to Salt Lake City.
Turn right.
Worst drive ever in that garbage truck.
I think it's pronounced Boomister. He's asking how you get your frames to run so smoothly. You have graphics settings set to ultra. I have around the same amount of mods.
Hang on, hold that thought. I am arriving, I think. Oh, up a little farther.
Turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, let's see, where is this going? Oh, right there. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Unloading. So let me get to that question from, who is that from?
Boomister?
Boomister? Oh, how do you get your frames to run so smoothly? So, no, I don't have my stuff set to ultra. Some things I do. I'll show you in a second. Let's see. I guess I'm done with this. As long as I'm in here, I'll just pull up my graphics options so you can see what I have set at. I have the resolution set to my native 2560 by 1440. And the vertical sync, I have that, I have it enabled to sync up with my system. My system has the capability to run at 144 frames per second, but I only run it at 60. So I'm not overtaxing my system. And then I've got scaling set to 300%, anti-aliasing at ultra, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let me scroll down a little bit. You can just take a peek. If you want, you can take a screenshot if you're on whatever device you have that, if it has screenshot capability. So I have some stuff at high, some stuff at ultra. And this is actually, I auto set these using the GoPro, not GoPro, I'm sorry, the NVIDIA app on my computer. It has the ability to optimize certain games, and this is one of them. So this is the settings that my NVIDIA card selected. And all of my video card and other stuff information is in the description below if you want to look that up. So I'm not overtaxing my system from a frame rate perspective. And I use my video card or my NVIDIA software to optimize these settings. It's not really about mods. And I don't have that many mods. That list of mods is in the description as well. I don't use a lot of graphics mods. Secondly, you're seeing it really good on your end because I have OBS optimized to run at 60 frames per second, which by the way matches what I've got my system putting out. And so you're seeing it live stream at 60 frames per second. That's why it looks smooth. All of that. Took me a while to get there, but that's why. Yep. Okay, so let's see how long we've been going here. An hour and 42 minutes. I think I want to wrap it up. I'm still pretty tired from streaming 3 hours earlier today. So let me take a peek at something. We are in Elko. I will probably need to find a place. Oh, there's no place to get fuel here. Oh, right around the corner. Duh. And get fuel there, and there's a parking spot there. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm not going to worry about that during the live stream, but just FYI, let's talk about what we covered today. Started up in Seattle, followed I-5 down to south of Salem, headed over to Bend, Burns, well, Bend, that's where we delivered. Got a new load, probably the same lumber, and brought it through Burns, down here through southeastern Oregon, north central northern Nevada, Winnemucca to Elko. So that's what we covered today. I may leave the truck here. I may start somewhere else next time. I don't know. But tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we have a multi live stream. There are several of us that will be live streaming in a convoy. I won't be using this profile because I use different mods. So that's what's up. Join us tomorrow. Trucker King, are you doing that convoy tomorrow?
I could be in. I can moderate for you if you want.
No, I was asking if you're part of that. I mean, this is kind of a Bucks thing. He sets this up. I don't know who all is in it.
No, I'm not. I'm still not playing ETS yet. So I'm just here to watch or moderate for one of you.
I knew that. Duh, we just had that conversation.
Bucks likes the text and drive anyway, so he doesn't usually need a moderator.
Right. Well, it's a different one, but yeah, no, I'll be happy to have you here. Pilot Bro's in it. So Pilot Bro, myself, Bucks, if his internet is back. His internet was out yesterday. Or was that? No, yeah, yesterday. I messaged him earlier today, and I hadn't heard back from him. So I don't know what's up with him. But even if he's out, we'll still do it without him.
Is Wolf in it?
I believe he is.
I can actually tell you here real quick. I'll look.
Oh yeah, you're on the Discord, so you can look at that. It's Pilot Bro, Wolf, Bucks, myself. I think Bedrock and Lurch. Anyway, we're having another live stream convoy tomorrow morning. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. And thanks for tagging along today. And we will do this. Well, it won't be a solo tomorrow.
Oh, it's ETS tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Euro Truck Simulator tomorrow. So join us for that. We don't do as much Euro Truck Simulator as I'd like to, but there's only so many hours in a week. So, all right, guys, that is it for me. Thank you to Trucker King, for moderating. Always big help. Saves me from myself. We'll see you guys later.